What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is yours truly, Vinny June. Glad to have you guys here with me for I guess like a random special video, man. Obviously, on Sunday we lost arguably the greatest player in NBA history, Kobe Bryant. A husband, father, friend of tons of people, colleague, role model, hero, example. I know for me, Kobe meant a lot of things, and I even named my daughter after him. Her name is KOBE BRYANT, to kind of mirror Kobe Bryant. And I even today, which is Monday, it was hard to process the fact that Kobe is no longer here, and that it happened well beyond what many expected to be a longer lifespan for Kobe Bryant. And so I just wanted to do a tribute game for Kobe on the channel, because a lot of my drive, work ethic, my passion for the different things that I do, which really bled into me being a YouTuber. I had to self-teach myself how to edit. I had to learn how to use different programs that I had never even touched before. Learn things about computers that I never even knew before. And the first 6 months of my YouTubing journey, I spent religiously staying up till 6, 7, 8 in the morning, after being up, the exact same time. I mean, I would get into bed at 8 in the morning, sleep until maybe 2 in the afternoon or 1 in the afternoon, and then be back up again from that time back to another 8 a.m. just watching YouTube videos, studying, learning video editing, learning what to do, what buttons do what. And a lot of that drive, that work ethic, the grit to stay up and do all that came from watching tons of Kobe interviews and Kobe Bryant sayings and things where he just shared his desire for the game and how he studied that stuff. And so I'm gonna talk some more about Kobe as we jump into this tribute game. We'll do a quick game here, and we're gonna do a classic team, of course. And I'm thinking of doing the 03-04 Kobe. I'm a huge fan of the later on Kobe, but I think we should go back. To that 2000 Kobe number 8. I mean, Afro Kobe, taking Brandy to prom Kobe, dropping albums with Tyra. Was it Tyra? Not Tyra Banks. Who was that? It was Tyra Banks, wasn't it? Yes, I think it was. Was Tyra Banks on a song with Kobe Bryant? I don't even know. But we gonna play. We gonna play with Kobe Bryant and the 2000 Lakers, Shaq, Daddy, Horace Grant, and the fellas. And I think we should take on. See, this is hard for me, right? Because do you take on like the 06-07 LeBron? You know what I'm saying? Do we take on Wade and Shaq, even though this is light years apart, but I'm thinking about just like the greats of the greats. That '04 Suns, I'd have to get the '04 Kobe there. But the Spurs, we doing the Spurs. We definitely doing the Spurs. I'm thinking no, not them, not that. That's no. It has to be the 04-05 Spurs. And because of that, that's the advanced Spurs. They was already in they prime right here. So I'm going to go with the prime Kobe. 03-04 Lakers. Oops. Okay. Against the 04-05 Spurs. Western Conference Finals every year. Okay, in the 2000s. So let's do this. Look at these uniforms. That's pretty solid. I'm thinking, I love them yellow jerseys though. Them gold jerseys. Oh, Shaq, no. But we got the white ones. For me, I feel like Kobe Bryant embodies the yellow jersey. Like, I don't remember, or I just don't, when I think Kobe, I don't think purple jerseys. There are games where I envision the white jersey, for sure. Like, for sure, I know there are some moments I'll never forget white jersey Kobe. But I feel like when I think Kobe, all that comes to mind is gold jersey. So we gonna go with the gold jersey. And Spurs, they straight. They straight with what they got. We'll jump into this. I know for me, man. Oh my goodness, can we pass this? Can we pass? Oh, let me answer this. What tier was Scottie Pippen's collector level reward card in my team? I don't know. Pink Diamond. Oh, let's go. Your boy straight guessed that one. So, for me, I remember, like, I did not grow up, obviously, in the Michael Jordan era. I vividly remember Jordan's last championship, and that finals against, I remember Jordan playing in that last game against Karl Malone, actually. Right here, your boy Karl Malone. Oh, give it. Oh, y'all tripping. Y'all tripping already. Ooh, I take that, though. Excuse me. I remember Jordan playing Karl Malone in the Utah Jazz in the NBA Finals, and his last one, that 6th ring. And I was a kid. I was not into basketball like that. I knew of basketball. You know, I remember, like, my family, they were in the living room watching the game. They were cheering and getting excited, you know what I'm saying, for Jordan. And I didn't understand that what Jordan was doing at the time was legendary. That layup was legendary. My goodness. I can't lose this game. This a tribute game. Can't lose a tribute game. Oh, I see you, Kobe. Oh my God. He would never. So, I didn't know that was a legendary moment. Like, he was winning his 6th ring and stuff. And what was interesting was that's like my very first memory of basketball is finals Jordan 6th ring. First NBA memory. And it was not too long. Oh my God. It was not too long after that my second, GP, good person, good play, GP. My second memory of basketball is Tim Duncan and Robinson winning his last championship. Because, again, I wasn't following in the season. So, I was catching up finals because that's when people are getting together watching stuff. So my third memory of basketball is watching Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal NBA Finals first ring 2000. And I remember like that right there. Oh, can I get a hack a Shaq? That's probably what they doing right now. That's when I think, not I think, but that's when I know for sure I fell in love with basketball because, ooh, killer. Because I remember I had watched Jordan, I've watched him dunking, and none of it made me be like, oh man, what is this sport, or who are these guys? I was just like, oh, it's basketball. This is the game of basketball. Okay, you know, these are obviously the superstars, and they're playing basketball. It wasn't until, let me get that. Oh, don't pass it back. Don't pass it back. Time out. Oh my God. It wasn't until I watched Kobe and the Lakers I became a fan of basketball. Like, that's when I became a fan of basketball. That's when I was like, oh snap, I need to keep up with this. Who are these guys? These group of guys. Who is this big man? And who is this afro wearing dude? Kobe is on fire. Not really. We just started. But, and so that for me, I didn't even pay attention to how many minutes is on this quarter. But, oh, that was a bad brick, bruh. Oh, I thought Kobe was going to cut. Fox, baby. Fox, you a lot colder than that. But, that is when I started watching basketball, man. And Kobe just, I mean, I know people say he emulated so much of Mike and Kareem, some Magic, just Oscar. Like, he took a lot from other players. We hear about the extensive study and mind for the game that he had. But, oh, I tried to hit that fadeaway. But, Shaq, boy, and you getting MVPs for what? It's like, no. So that to me was when I fell in love with basketball. I fell in love with basketball because of Kobe. I would not even be a fan of basketball if I don't see the Lakers playing them in the finals and I don't see Kobe, you know what I'm saying, and Shaq be this force that had just dominated the league, right? So I started following the Lakers at that point, and I became a Lakers fan. Like, my love for the Lakers, when they say bleed purple and gold, boy, bleed that purple and gold. And I naturally became a fan of Kobe Bryant. Oh, I saw you, TP. I saw you. Devin George. If you don't show up and show out. Let me just go ahead and let me use Big Daddy in the paint. Oh, excuse me. Felt like somebody on my shoulder. I had to move him off. And ever since then, man, like I've been a huge Laker fan. Tim Duncan is a beast. And so Kobe's death, man, is like, I feel as if I was a Los Angeles resident who's been at the parade celebrations and everything, and I've lost this, man. Like, I'm states over, way over, you know what I'm saying? And yet, you know what I'm saying, I am just as hurt as those who've had the privilege to have him in their state playing on their team. I remember in 2004 with this roster, actually, when they were facing the Pistons, And I remember being the only Laker fan in the house. Like, everybody is rooting Pistons. Everybody is. I mean, it's Detroit. Like, come on. Like, it's hometown. People are going crazy for the hometown. And I'm the only Laker person in the house. And, like, I just embodied it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Kobe was like the villain in the league, and the Lakers were the bad guys. And I mean, I just embraced that passion for being the team people didn't like and all that. And man, when I say watching his game, like, at that time, I don't think we had anybody athletically on Kobe's level. We had Tracy McGrady, who I think was like right under Kobe in that time. You had the Allen Iverson, you had the Vince Carters, but they were all great at single things. Like, AI was the crossover man, you know what I'm saying, could drive to the lane and contact. You know, Vince Carter was the dunk king, you know what I'm saying. You got Tracy McGrady, who's a great scorer, but they all still lacked something, you know what I'm saying, where it felt like Kobe was doing all their stuff and then some with his own stuff, you know. The 81 points night, I mean, my daughter was born. It's crazy enough. My daughter was born on January 22nd, the day Kobe scored 81 points. And I remember we were waiting for her to be born. Oh, nice pump fake, bro. Oh, my goodness, that was nice. And I wasn't even thinking about the date. Oh, GP. Oh, I'm out here clowning. And I didn't even think about, I just let him do that. I let him do that. And I remember, like, thinking to myself, okay, we waiting on her to be born. You know, I can't wait for her to get here. And she was born. Cool. Like, January 22nd. Cool. Whatever. Like, all this stuff is fine and dandy. And it didn't hit me until later that day or that night. Later that night. Yeah, it was that night. Later that night, that's when I saw an Instagram post about Kobe scoring 81. I said, oh my God, she was born on the day he scored 81. Like, I was lit. And like, Kobe's legacy to me, like, I know for me, I'm a very I'm an extrovert, you know, I'm a people person. I love being like in the party and being like the life of the party and making people smile, making people laugh. Like, I'm very eccentric. And that's kind of been who I am. Like, the last few years of my life, you know what I'm saying? But early in my life as a kid, man, I was bullied a lot. I didn't have many friends. I was very alone into myself and alienated from people. I mean, I had neighbor kids who I grew up with, but even in that, like, I didn't always fit in the moment sometimes with the kids on my block, and I was very separate into myself, and I always felt like I'm just different. Like, why am I different? Why don't I fit in with people like that? Why do I have to work twice as hard to engage or connect with people? And Kobe had at that time been given like this reputation of being like this person who alienated himself, who, you know, you couldn't list Kobe's top 5 friends. You couldn't do, you know, a Fab Five with with Kobe. You know what I'm saying? He was like his own person, and a lot of that connected with me because oh my God, you not helping this my tribute video, Tim Duncan. Kobe, oh Kobe. They just ran a dog play on me, bro. And let's go. And I just felt a connection, man. Like the fact, you know, he was from Italy and he came over to Philly, and you know, the first 4 years of his career, he's 17 going on 18, and he can't even go to the club with his teammates. He can't, you know, have a beer, have a smoke. He can't do these things that these grown men are doing. So he's by himself in hotel rooms, you know what I'm saying, watching film, alienated, again, not able to connect on a social level, and do social activities. And I'm like, bro, this is me, you know what I'm saying? Like, and instead of being like sad about it, it was something that he relished it. Like it was his thing. Like yeah, I'm cool being by myself. You know what I'm saying? And it helped me so much be cool by myself. Get out my way, Tony Parker. Move on out the way, son. You can't do this with me. Okay? But I just felt like, man, I felt so connected to that reality that he had. You know what I'm saying? And it helped me to be okay being different, standing out, not fitting in. And though it was still tough, I would always look to Kobe and how he would, you know, handle interviews where they're like, you know, they say you don't get along with your teammates. They say that, you know, you're a tough person to play with. You know, and he would just, you know, like, man, I demand greatness. I can't be with all the jokes on the sideline and you know, the I don't know, the nonchalant attitude, like, hey, we just playing basketball, you know. But he like, this is about W's and L's. This is about legacy. This is about hard work, commitment, like all that stuff. I clung to, and even in the idea of, oh, let's go. I see him. Oh, why is he open? Don't leave him open. Oh my goodness, this video is not. I mean, we winning, but they doing stuff that's making me look real bad. So, oh, Mamba mode activated. Oh boy. Oh boy. And so it's just one of them things, man, where I am like a huge fan. I got DVDs for days and all type of stuff that, you know, I got 5 championship replica rings. I got a rookie card by him. I got other trading cards of Kobe's. I have Kobe shirts, of course, a Kobe jersey. I need some Kobe shoes, so if anybody wanted to just drop those in my lap, I love you. But I just have so many things to remember him by and remember him with. And when that was a terrible free throw, but I remember Sunday, I was sitting at the computer. I was actually getting ready to do just a little bit of work here on the channel, and my wife is like, hey, Kobe died. And I'm like, okay, no, sure, okay, because the thing is, there was a fake death of Jackie Chan some years ago, and I was like, man, Jackie Chan died. And she was like heartbroken, like, oh my God, Jackie Chan died. I missed that. I missed it, and then I butchered it. Oh my goodness, reflex. I gotta recover. Gotta recover. So I talked about the Jackie Chan death, and she was like super sad. And I was like, "Oh no, it's just a joke. You know, Jackie Chan is alive. It was a fake. It was a fake death people put out there." And she was mad at me, you know. And so I'm thinking she's trying to prank death me, like Kobe Bryant died. I'm like, okay, right. The night after LeBron just surpassed him on the all-time scoring. Okay, nice try. Right, okay. She like, no, seriously, like he died. I'm like, right, okay, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, you want me to? You trying to catch me off guard? And she like, no. And people was like, started calling her phone. She like, look, people calling me, and I'm like, yeah, okay. They're calling you to tell you about Kobe down, right? And then my phone started ringing, and I mean, I had nothing but friends. Oh my God, Kobe, you better do that thing then. Let's go. Oh, that was so nasty. And I remember my one of my best friends. I called him because me and him are avid Kobe fans. I'm probably a bigger one than him. He'd probably agree, but we both like love Kobe. And I called him immediately. I said, "Bro, you was like." As soon as I called him, I heard it in his voice. He like, "Bro." And I'm like, no. Tell me this not true. Tell me it ain't true, bro. Tell me. And he like, bro, I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? And I could hear the sadness, like the disbelief, the pain in his voice. I'm like, no, this ain't happening. People calling me, I'm answering phone. They like, man, did you hear? I'm like, nah, it ain't true. I'm going through Twitter. I've never searched Twitter as hard as I searched on Sunday. I was following Twitter accounts like, I need to know what's up. Tell me what's happening. And it was just like ESPN didn't say nothing, NBA didn't say nothing, Woj didn't say nothing, Stephen A didn't say nothing, LeBron hadn't said. I mean, I'm looking for anybody to confirm. So no one's saying nothing. And of course, this is like right at the beginning of it even getting out. So I'm like, oh, okay. And then next thing I know, like Woj reported, and Woj, bro, listen, Woj barely get stuff wrong. Like Woj, when they say Woj don't lie or what, like Woj don't lie, bro. And so I said, Woj got to be telling the truth. And even then, I was like, nah, Woj lying. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, Woj always keep the truth on deck. And I still like, nah, Woj don't know what he's talking about. And I'm just waiting for Kobe to post a tweet and say, you know, hey guys, doing all right, or hey guys, we had a helicopter scare. Oh, nice try. He rolled right out of bounds with it though. I was waiting on him to say something, and I'm just praying like, God, please let Kobe say something. Please let him, let us, you know, say he all right, say something. And as it just poured out more and more, man, I just knew 2 people is not enough. Get more people. Get more people for the Mamba. And that's when I knew it was real. And I had left the house. I needed a moment, and my wife and my daughter had fell asleep, and so I said I'm gonna take a quick ride and just try to understand what's happening. Oh, if I could have hit that, and uh-oh, Timmy. What you doing, Timmy? What you doing, Timmy? What you doing? I said, oh, nice, got me. Rick, oh, Shaq. And then it was Rick who fouled. Boy, get it together. But yeah, so I go for a ride. I get to the gas station. I'm wearing my Kobe Bryant shirt. I put that on ASAP. And the guy at behind the counter, he said, man, he says, I'm sorry. He said, I'm sorry you lost your mans. Like, and he said it in a way like he knew me and he knew that Kobe was like my man. Like he knew me and me and Kobe would come in a gas station or something. And he just knew that. He like, I'm sorry you lost your mans. And I'm like, I know. I said, man, I'm broken right now. I said, bro, I'm all messed up. And he said, man, hold your head up, man. He said, stay strong. And I was like, yeah, thanks. And I got some gas, and then I got back to my car, and I was just like, I'm crying. I'm just like, oh, like that's when it hit me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was so heavy of a blow, man, because his personality, his game, his passion, his drive, his ability to be in full-blooded competitive mode, but also respect those who gave him a challenge and battle tested him. You know what I'm saying? His ability to recall moments in events and games and how they made him feel, how they transformed him. When you hear Kobe talk about losing to the Celtics in 2008, you're talking about somebody who's like, he embodied not just his own personal loss, he embodied the Lakers-Celtic rivalry from back when it was Bird and Magic. And he's like, I represent this part of the story and this rivalry, and I failed to help our side of the story come out on top. And it drove him mad to the point. I mean, the fans in Boston obviously even taunted the Lakers as they even left the arena after losing that series. And in the way he talks about it, where he's like, never again. This ain't gonna happen again. And then they go back the next year. They beat the White and the Magic. That one time we could have got LeBron and Kobe. And then the next year, right back at it, run into the Spurs. Talk about history repeating itself. And then in that moment, they come out victorious. And it's just like his hunger to win that game was so serious. Ooh, I hit the button. Oh. I cannot believe he just missed that. Why would you leave him open, Devin George? Pay attention. Why am I telling him to pay attention? I need to pay attention. I'm surprised I'm even winning. I'm over here trying to talk and tell stories. Shaq Daddy. I'm barely using Shaq. I got to get Shaq busy. But, retiring the 2 jerseys. I just can't process that my favorite player, my hero, I know people you think well, how's an athlete you never met your hero? How is somebody you never had a conversation with, who never told you anything? But it's in the way somebody lives, man. It's in the way somebody shows you how to deal with oppression, and not oppression the type of oppression we know in this world, but a level of oppression you can relate to. The type of pressure that comes with being great or talented and having to learn how to not only develop that talent, but also use it in a space where everybody else is looking to be just as great as you. Like, people with talent are trying to outdo your talent, and your talent has to defend for itself, basically. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's so amazing. Nice, Malone. It's so amazing, man. Like how Kobe. I mean, here's another story, real quick. Kobe's last game, I remember I had to work, and I was at work, and I'm like, man, I'm missing Kobe game. Like I'm looking at the highlights while it's happening, live highlights. You know, they like, oh, Kobe on fire. He's scoring this. He's scoring that. And I'm saying to myself, man, if I don't hurry up and get off work and make it, I said I got to go to, there was a bar right down the street from my job. And I said, man, if I don't make it to this bar to see the rest of this game, I'm going to kick myself. Like, kick myself right in the forehead. And I'm like, so I get out of work, and it's me, my wife. She picked me up from work, and a friend of mine's, and we all rush to the bar. We got there so fast, and we're just sitting there watching Kobe play. I think it had to be the last quarter of his career, the last quarter of his game. I mean, he's going off buckets, 30 points, 40 points, 50 points. Like Charles Barkley did, 30 points, 50 points, 60 points, 100 points. Like, I mean, he going in. And I remember, like, having chills go down my spine. Goosebumps covering my body as I'm watching this man put up one last performance. It's like watching a concert, and then you get the last song of the night, and when you think the artist has given you everything they got in the entire hour and a half, 2 hours of a concert, they give you that last song and they just pour everything into it, and it's almost like the greatest song of the night, or like their last performance of the career, and they give you one more. It reminded me, Kobe's last game reminded me of a concert that Michael Jackson did. And I was young when this concert happened. I fouled him on purpose. It reminded me of a concert Michael Jackson did when I was younger. And it may have been early 2000s. I'm not even sure. I was too young to remember the time. But I remember he was on stage with like Usher. Maybe Omarion was on stage. I don't even remember. I think it was just Usher. But like he did all these collabs with people. And it was like this big Michael Jackson tribute concert. And you felt like you were seeing Michael Jackson give you his best show. Like he was like the best of the best is happening right here. And again, I think he did that movie. This Is Us. But this that Michael Jackson movie that was a concert, can't remember the name of it, but oh, don't lose the ball. I lost the ball. Oh, it's ours. Okay. I think that probably would have been a bigger, better concert than that one. But to me, as a kid watching this concert that happened, you know, early 2000s or whatever, that to me felt like, oh, he all on me. I gotta give Kobe some Kobe move. Oh, a little bit of room. That's all I needed. But I felt like that was that moment for me. His 60-point final game was like this big moment that I remember from Michael Jackson having that tribute concert for himself, or they did it for him or something like that. And I remember just, wow, that's wet. That's just wet, Bowen. And that's how I felt watching. Oh, and it was I'm talking about one of the greatest memories I have of Kobe. Was watching him just score them 60 points, cement his legacy, and just confirm to people like, I am that guy. And it was phenomenal. one of the another story that I have is I remember ooh, that was nasty. Ooh, that block. Let's go, fellas. When me and my wife got married, it was our first anniversary. Our first anniversary. She took me to Kobe's last game at the Palace in Detroit. Not in Detroit. It was in Auburn Hills at the time. And we went to Kobe's last game against the Pistons. And that's when I got my first Kobe jersey. Actually, it was my second. I had a Kobe jersey that I bought, a white one. Speaking of the jerseys, I had a white Kobe jersey that I got from like a Foot Action. Who is this? Okay, David Miller, generic Joe Blow. Okay, but I had a white Adidas Lakers jersey, and it was a pretty cheap jersey. But I had that for a while or whatever, and then it got burnt in the dryer because I didn't know how to take care of jerseys. And so my actual official first legit jersey was I'm all over. Duncan, you ain't even stop it. Stop. I would have cried. Oh. Luke Walton. Oh, come on, boy. So that was my first real jersey. I had my Lakers hat. I mean, I just was on top of the world, and I got to see Kobe play, which I hadn't had a chance to do. Oh, Shaq! I am out here with a bunch of generics. Derek Fisher and Shaq. And Luke Walton. This is not a winning team right here. Oh, back up on him. Luke. Oh, Shaq. There we go. That was my first. Yeah, that was my first time seeing Kobe live in person. I mean, it was an electric feeling. You know, the Pistons did their tribute. I had video of it, pictures of it. It was, again, another night where I was just blown away, man. And it's crazy because it wasn't. Ooh, Shaq did it. Shaq did it. It wasn't even his best game on his like farewell tour. Like Kobe had some pretty like, oh my goodness, games where it was kind of like, oh snap, old Kobe is back, you know. But that wasn't his best game. Actually, I was kind of disappointed. I'm like, you could have gave me something better, Kobe. But I remember he was scoreless for like the first half. The first half he was scoreless. He had missed maybe 3 or 4 shots. He didn't take a lot of shots, but he was scoreless. And I remember going to the concession stand. I was in line, and it was about tip-off time for the second half. And I'm just, you know, watching a little screen behind the concession stand. I'm trying to listen to the audio, you know, that they got blasting in the arena. And you know what? Timeout. Where's Kobe? This is his video, and he all on the bench because we blowing him out. And I remember standing in line, and I'm like, okay, I gotta hurry up and get back. I want to see this game. And all I hear is, oh, like people going crazy. And they like, Kobe Bryant. And I'm like, I didn't miss this man first shot in his last game here in this arena, boy. And I was so mad. But I hurried up, got the stuff, ran back. He put up some points. He did his thing. But it was that first half of the game when, like, people are waiting for Kobe to shoot it. He gets the ball, and it's like everybody standing up looking like, okay, Kobe got the ball. What is he about to do? And every shot, I mean, he was missing. Like I said, he missed a lot of shots in the first half. But every time it went up, it was like, oh, like, oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Mamba mentality, the Mamba way. Excuse me. Thank you very much. You thought you had the defense, but you don't. Ooh, watch out. I could pass. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I need another timeout because I didn't even bring Kobe back in the game. I'm tripping. So, but every time he shot, everybody was just waiting for it to go in. And when he finally scored, I mean, it was like the roof blew off the building. And it was just like magical. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a game. I've been to games before, and it was just something I never forget. They trying to hold me down. Oh, respect. Respect. Y'all know the Mamba. Oh, y'all know the Mamba. Y'all know the Mamba. Oh, my gosh. I need one fade away. I need it. Well, it was more like a hook shot. It's more like a hook shot, Kobe, but I take it. It was Kobe Bryant, man. I wouldn't even be a fan of basketball if I didn't root for him every year. Oh my God. You gotta do them like that? You gotta do the generics like that? So Kobe he's an icon, man. The fact that I think the international market for basketball, like the especially the Asian, you know, and you know, the Asia. I'm all over the words. I'm sitting here trying to make a play happen, but you know, all the love that. They chant MVP. Turn that up.
Basically, you just want a level playing field for everyone, and if you have that, it'll be better for you.
And that one falls for Bryant.
Man. Them chants right there, boy.
Bryant hits them both.
That's hard to. Them chants, bro, like, I know people received them, you know what I'm saying? But it felt like when people chanted that, man, that was for Kobe at all times, man. Like, he felt like the MVP that never was really treated like the MVP. You know, he was like the MVP that never got the crown for MVP, even though he got one, but it felt like so many years where he should have got it. You know what I'm saying? He was robbed, and even at his best, people still just only wanted to comment on his worst, and there were way more stories about how bad Kobe was versus how great Kobe was. And even when people spoke on his greatness, it was like with content to be like, oh yeah, you know, but he had Shaq, and I mean, even when he won, it was like, yeah, but he still had Paul. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, or Pau Gasol, not Paul Gasol, but it just felt like he never was given his due for his work. You know what I'm saying? And I'm mad I missed that last dunk though. Last few seconds. Kobe, we love you. Kill him. Oh my my God. Yes, bro. Yes, bro. Yes, bro. That's my Kobe, bro. 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 Um, I am going to I am going to um I am going to miss Kobe Bryant, man. I am going to really miss hearing him talk about the game of basketball, talk about life. The fact that he went down like this, and I don't mean that in any way, but the fact that he left us the way he did, not as an old man, not as in some type of scandal, or I mean, we lost him while he was being a father. We lost him in the middle of being a dad, like in a dad moment. Chaperoning young players, his daughter included, chaperoning them to a game where he would spend time with his daughter, watching her play and other kids play, talking and hanging out with the parents of the other kid. He was being a dad. We didn't lose him as a player. We didn't lose him as an old man. We lost him as a father. And being a father myself, man, that hurts, and it hits home in so many ways. I can't put into words the just the empathy and sympathy that I have for his wife and the rest of his children. It's so surreal to me right now to even think and imagine that Kobe Bryant could be gone. On Saturday, the day before he died, we celebrated my daughter's first birthday, and her name is Kobe. And so we had a Laker themed birthday party for her. We all wore jerseys. My wife had on my Kobe jersey that she got me when we went to the game. I actually had to wear a Kareem jersey, and we had made like a Lakers shirt for my daughter, and we had purple and gold everything. And I remember joking with a friend. I was like, man, what if AD and LeBron came through the door, and it was just like, happy birthday, and I was like, we was laughing. I was like, man, I'd go crazy if Kobe came through the door. And I remember we were talking with my mom, and then later on that night we were talking about. They were asking my wife if like she's a Laker fan, and she's like, not really. And I'm joking like, no, as for me in my house, we will cheer for the Lakers, and then that same night, LeBron passes him all-time scoring. Kobe tweets LeBron and congratulates him, and then the next day he's gone. It was a blow, man. It was so hard coming to that real moment when you have to accept the truth for what it was and what it is. And I can't think of anybody else who could have had this type of exit and affect people the way that Kobe did, in the manner it affected people. Like, not like, I'm not saying nobody else, we can lose anybody else and it won't be as big as Kobe, but it's the way it manifested in how it hit people immediately. Like, how it almost, people were like, wait, who, how, when, what, how, Sway? Like, it was almost unbelievable. Like, it was, you were like, 2020, this is how you doing us? 2020, we was cheering for you. 2020, 2019, who cares about 2019? 2020, we was giving you your props. You was in the driver's seat. 2020, this how you go do us? I feel like Denzel, this how you go do me? But 2020 was foul for that one. And it's been a tough couple of days. And it's gonna be a tough couple of weeks and months, and for so many other people, years. But I appreciate you guys joining me here on this ridiculously long video tribute game to Kobe, me rambling at the mouth. But I needed to do this video for me, and I wanted to do this video for you guys. Let me know down in the comments, what is your greatest Kobe memory? What do you love most about Kobe's game? If you hated Kobe, tell me. What was your gripe against him? Let me know how you found out about it, how it made you feel. Let's talk about it and support each other down in the comments. Appreciate you guys as always, rocking with me, staying with me. Catch you guys on the flip side. Salute.